It is sparkly, shine, shimmery, glittery season. So today I'm sharing with you my favorite shimmery, glowy products, and I've seen a lot of people do this with eyeshadows, specifically just like very reflective eyeshadows, one and done eyeshadows, which I love watching. But instead of just making mine about my favorite like topper eyeshadows, I'm also going to be sharing all of my shimmery favorites throughout all of the categories. I thought that would be a little fun twist on it, so let's get into it. Starting in the base category, I wanted to mention the Westman Atelier. This is the lit up highlighter stick. This one's the shade, I think the shade is lit up, and it's just called their highlighter stick, which is this really gorgeous like clear base, and it has this like blue purple shift. It's so extremely beautiful if you want a super glowy like ethereal type of like snow look. They do have some other shades depending on your skin tone. This one's really nice for fair skin because it has that clear base in it. It does not cast dark on my skin. I have used this in a couple different tutorials, and it'll just make your skin look so gorgeous. Now, if you're not so much into a lot of visible shimmer or glitter on your skin, these Kiko products are the go-to for that. So I have two here. One's a blush and one is a bronzer. I'm not sure they sell this packaging specifically anymore, but they do have these formulas in different packaging. So these are the baked bronzers. This one's the shade Honey. The shade range is pretty lacking on this, unfortunately, but these are some of the most beautiful baked products, and they give you a very gorgeous glow without having shimmer in them. So if you're not a fan of shimmer, I think these are really nice because it just looks like glowy on your skin, but it does not enhance texture. Shade's a little warm for me, but it's just so pretty that I always reach for it. And then I have the baked blush in Mauve Mint, which is also very stunning. These are super buildable too, so you can sort of use it as a topper, or you can just use that as your blush to get a little bit of sheen. I was also going to mention the Hourglass baked bronzer and blush. If you're looking for more shades, I think go for those, but these are a good affordable alternative, and I think the formulas are super similar to the Hourglass baked products. The con is just they don't have as many shades. If you're looking for some very fun highlights, these ones from Collabs, they have a big array of very unique shades. It reminds me of like popular makeup years and years ago when like highlight was in its heyday, but these are still so pretty. So this is the Star Surfer shade. No, it's the Star Surfer highlight, and this is the shade Space Age, which the packaging's super cute, and this one's just the pink one, which I personally prefer. But if you like a very like metallic glossy like shimmery highlight, it still doesn't accentuate texture though. I think these are very fun. It's not showing up too much on my hand, but they're gorgeous if you like fun highlighters. They have ones with like a green shift, blue shift, they have a gold one. The only con with these is I find this packaging breaks pretty easily, but even though it's super cute, these are a super fun, impactful highlight formula. My last glowy base recommendation is the iconic London Silk Glow Duo. This one is the rose one. Wow, that's very dirty. It's well loved. So in here you get two baked formulas. One is this blush, and then the other is a highlight. These are another great option if you don't necessarily want like a lot of visible glitter or shimmer on your face because they're baked. They're very finely milled. I love that blush shade, and the highlight is a tiny bit dark for me, but once it's blended out I feel like it's fine, and they just have the prettiest reflection. They also do have, I believe, one other shade if you have medium to deeper skin, but I just love these formulas. The packaging's beautiful, and it just gives you that like, you know, that glowy glossy cheek. Moving on to my eye favorites. If you want more of a liquid formula that dries down, I can't recommend the DM Color Fixes More from Denesse. I have Twinkle and Alien. Some of these are a little bit more glittery than others, but if you want something that is very glittery that's not going to have fallout and last a really long time, I think these are the best for longevity. They can be a little bit finicky to work with. If you build them up, they can get like flaky, so I would just recommend one thin coat of these and you're good to go. They have an insane range of shades, and you can just find literally any color, and they're beautiful. Another great option to avoid fallout would be a shimmery shadow stick like this one. This one is from KVD. It's the Dazzle Stick in Force Field. Remember these went viral on like TikTok or something? little while ago. For good reason. The pigment on these is absolutely like crazy. It's just beautiful. This one is like a reddish pink with gold in it. It gives you a really nice color payoff. Again, it can be finicky if you layer it, so just one layer with this is perfect. You don't get fallout, but you get that very impactful holiday-esque eye. You could use this as a liner. You could use it on your lid on its own. It's just so pretty on its own. Like, you really don't need much else to create a look with this. When I think shimmery shadows, I always think of these Rowan palettes. I will preface this by saying if you want longevity, I would not go with these because they are a creamier formula. They sort of crease, which I think can kind of be a cool look, and it's really easy to fix just with your finger. So it kind of depends on what you prefer, but honestly, any of these palettes are really pretty. This is the 52 Cool, I believe. So you just get 4 different shades here, and these range in sort of the amount of shimmer, and like they have different formulas. So some of them are more of a shimmer and some, like this one, have a chunkier glitter. This is the 1111 palette. I think this one's my favorite. You kind of get this mix of like warm and cool tones. It's so incredibly beautiful. Let me swatch a couple of them for you. So here's some of the shades. That middle one was like the more chunky glitter one, which can have a little bit more fallout, but these are the creamier ones. Go on nicely. I always use my finger for really any of these eyeshadows. I think to prevent fallout, using your finger, especially with these creamy formulas, are the way to go. And then this, I think, is their newest one, which is called Eyes on Me. I used this in a tutorial a little while back. This one actually has a powdered shade. It has 2 powdered shades. So this glittery one and this one, these 2 are powders and these 2 are creams. So these are more of like a delicate shimmer, and then this one is like you can really just use it as a topper to amp everything up. I have to swatch it. So there's just a light layer of the glittery shade. It does have more of like a clear base to it, so it does make a really great topper. And this palette, I think altogether, is just really pretty. Now for the eyeshadow singles. I have quite a few formulas here, and I pulled out some of my favorite shades. So the Colourpop Super Shock shadows are a classic, and for a reason. These do have like a creamy-ish base to them, so it's another great option for avoiding fallout. Always use your finger with these. I think you just get the best color payoff. This one is called Bubbly. Again, they just have an absolute very wide range of shades, and they're always like having new collections with new shades. So if you like something, I would say grab it, because sometimes they like discontinue them. And then this other one is called Set to Stun. So the Colourpop formulas, there's the 2 shades there. They do vary in sort of the finish of them. Some have more glitter to them, and some are more like these where they're like a smoother metallic. I find the more glittery ones to have a little bit more fallout, and they don't have as much pigment. So this specific formula is my fave. I don't know if they like have, okay, so these are actually 2 different ones. This one is a metallic, and then we also have this one, which is an ultra glitter. So even though this one is an ultra glitter, I don't find that it has like a ton of fallout, and it's actually pretty similar to the metallic. So I guess it's kind of just like depending on the shade, but I would try a couple different finishes. They're so affordable, and just see which one you like best. But those are 2 of my favorite shades. I am also wearing both of these on my lids today, sort of mixed together. Another classic in my opinion are the Bodyography. These are called their glitter pigments. They also have different formulas. They just released this new one, which is, I think it has a primer built into the base of it, which all the Bodyography ones do have a base in them. So this is one of the new shades, Solar Flare, which I love. I wore it on Thanksgiving actually. So these have that clear base. Look how pretty that is. It is more of that clear base, and then it has a ultra fine glitter in it, so you're getting so much reflection, and you can tell it's sort of like this green, gold, and pink. You're getting a lot of reflection without a lot of pigment, which makes it like a nicer, more subtle option, but still impactful. And then if you want some more pigment, they also have just the original shades. This one is called Solar Flare. This might actually be part of the new collection. I don't think it is actually. So there's Solar Flare there. They're just all gorgeous. I have, I think, over 20 of these. You can find them on Amazon. tons and tons and tons of shades. They're so pigmented. Use your finger for minimal fallout, and I do find that they wear well, and they're a really fun item to collect too. And my last eyeshadow recommendation is from Kaja. These Beauty Bento eyeshadow trios are super cute. The top shades here, this kind of looks unassuming, right? You don't think you're gonna get like a lot from it. It is one of the prettiest, like glossiest looking eyeshadows. And I love this like very neutral champagne. It's really stunning. Again, a little bit more of a natural option. And then you do get 2 matte shades in here, which I really like. I think the shimmer shades are like the star of the show. It's literally worth buying the whole thing just for the shimmers because they are very pretty, very like wet looking. Kind of matches my shirt. They have a nice shift to them. They're all around just great. Now, if you wanted to add some glow or metallicness to your eyeliner, I have 2 options here. First, the NYX Epic Wear liners. I love these. They have a lot of metallic shades, but if you're looking for the most glittery one, but it does not have fallout at all, this specific shade, which is called Rose Gold, I really recommend. I actually wear this sometimes on a daily basis just for like eye emphasis. The shade is very reflective. It does have like a very strong metallic finish, but the formula is so long lasting. It does not flake. It does not transfer. Again, any of those metallics I love, but that one specifically has the most impact for me. Even if you didn't want to do anything on your lid, you're more of like a minimal makeup person. To do that just on like the upper lash line and the lower lash line, I have both of those on today. It would be super beautiful. Now, if you're looking for a metallic liquid liner, these were such a surprise to me. They're from Hard Candy. I got them in PR and I was like, I don't think I've tried Hard Candy in a really long time. These are their Stroke of Gorgeous liquid eyeliners, and they're metallic eyeliners. And I feel like that's kind of a hard formula to get right, but I think they really nailed it because they're so long lasting. They're not evidently super metallic, but they definitely are more interesting on the eye versus just a flat sort of eyeliner. Purple and brown, I mean, they're super wearable. This brown is definitely like a brownish black. They have a green one. They also have a matte formula version of these liners, which I do not like, but the metallics stay forever. They're very long lasting and affordable and gorgeous in a fun way to like change up your eye look without doing too much. So I also pulled out my favorite glitter shimmery lip products, starting with the Chantecaille lip crystals. They don't have this color packaging, but I believe they release these every year in different shades. These are 2 from last year. I probably don't even have to say anything about these. Just look at them. That is like glitter on the outside. These are so pretty, like one of the prettiest things I think I own. So this one is a like creamy magenta, and they do have glitter in them, like a metallic glitter, but they don't flake. So it's not like a glitter lip where you put glitter over a lipstick and then you might worry about like it having fallout. These don't have fallout, and you could also just like do a little bit or go full on. This one is rose quartz. It actually almost matches the KVD one pretty well. So these are just a super interesting product. They do make my lips tingle, so I might be like allergic to something in them. I haven't used them because of that. But the finish, if you don't have like sensitive skin, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. It's probably just like some weird reaction that I had. It wasn't super overwhelming, but they're so pretty. I know a lot of brands make things like this, but like these formulas are so good. Now, if you still want some shimmery lips, but a little bit more toned down, these from Red Apple Lipstick, I don't know if they carry these shades, but they do still carry their shimmer formulas. So I'm actually wearing one of these today. So this one is French Skirt, which is a pretty like bright pink. Shimmer might not show up a lot on camera. And then this is the one I'm wearing today, which is called Foxy. So I have this on the center of my lips, and it's kind of like 90s to have like a metallic lipstick. You can wear it on its own or do like what I did today with a liner to make it a little bit more modern, but it's such a fun way to add a metallic finish to your lips without using a gloss. These are very good formulas, gluten-free, cool company, and yeah, I love these. And then for a glitter gloss, this from Pretty Vulgar is their CEO of lip gloss formula in the shade Money Moves. This is one of the most like opaquely shimmer glosses that I own. It really stands up to like the eyeshadow pigmentation. It's glossy, it's super like glittery. I don't find that it is gritty on my lips either, which I love about this formula. Some glitter like lip glosses, I hate when it's just like textured and gritty on your lips, like especially during like the holidays. You don't want that. So these are a really great formula. I'm not sure if they make more shimmer shades. They probably do, but I really love these glosses. They don't have an overwhelming scent at all, so I find it very like wearable, and the packaging is so pretty. And another good glittery lip option from the drugstore are the Pixie. These are just their lip glosses. This is from the Chloe Morello collection. I'm not sure if they sell them anymore, but I think they still sell these glittery glosses. These ones are less glittery than the Pretty Vulgar one, but they still give you that like hit of glitter, and they look super pretty on. I absolutely love the scent of these. It's like slightly fruity, but not at all like fake smelling or tasting, which is like one of my pet peeves. Yeah, it's just really gorgeous, a little bit more of a subtle way, and it's just a fun thing to have in your collection because you can put it on top of different lip looks, or you could use it on its own. Super versatile. I'd love to know your favorite glittery shimmery products below so I can try them out. If you have any recommendations for me to try, or if you have any ideas for a future video, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Don't leave me quite yet. Click on this video here for more content from me. We can hang out a little bit longer. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.